favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family.
Jim Rome with the best in local sports talk. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Wemby goes out. Durant comes back, kind of. LeBron is still LeBron. Introduce yourself, if you haven't met him, to VJ Edgecombe. Had a crazy night in the NBA. Glass breaks behind the Kings bench. What the hell's going on in your ring? Try to take out the Kings coach as the Avalanche go up 2-0. Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Wednesday, the day before the NFL draft. The draft starts tomorrow. It will be 3 days of you glued to your TV or not. Thanks for finding the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
What'd it do?
Do a lot. It's a lot. Kings lose last night to the Avs in overtime. a late night up there after the glass shatters behind the bench. Is that just fans banging on the glass like fans do? Is that what that was?
That's exactly what that was.
I mean, can you guys get glass that works up there? I take out the LA coach. I mean, you're up 2-0.
Maybe don't blow a late lead in the third period.
Seriously. The Avs score late. What was it like with? What was left? It was here. Just was watching it. 3:35.
Kings outplayed the Avalanche
all night, man. All night. And the Avs are up 2-0 with the 2-1 victory in overtime. NBA last night. Wemby goes down with a concussion. He basically face planted, and it looked like he was out, didn't it? I mean, it looked like he was out cold when he went down, and kind of got up, wobbled around. He goes out, but the Blazers were still up, JJ, by 14 points with about 7.5 minutes, 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and here comes Portland, and Scoot Henderson at 30. I was watching this game, and I still don't know that I know how Portland won that game. Seriously.
It was a 14-point lead for the Spurs in the fourth quarter, and that was, a quarter and a half plus after Wembanyama went down, and they were able to build that lead, and it's a gut check moment. We've talked about it yesterday with the Nuggets in a different way with getting called out and losing a 19-point lead at home. Wemby probably not playing this week. I don't expect Wemby to get on a plane and go to Portland with a Friday-Sunday split against the Trailblazers.
I don't think he plays either game.
So now you're in a situation where you let one get away at home when you needed it with your best player down. And it's the Spurs that have to go in with the mindset of they need to go get a split in Portland.
It's a crazy faceplant, isn't it? Like he spins in the lane. I don't know that I think there was. I've watched it so many times. I don't know that I think there was contact. He loses his balance. He crossover spin, and then he just gets his legs tangled and goes straight down and plants his chin. And it looked like he was out. Like his head bounced off that floor a couple of times. It's like bounce, 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 bounce. Like dang, dude. And dude was out. But yet they played really well. They went on a run after that. They were fine, I thought. And then here came the Blazers. And I got to give Portland a ton of credit. Down 14 on the road, ready to go down 2-0. Would have been a nice season. All right. Good job. Good effort. You got into the playoffs, right? You're building. Now, to your point, I mean, they can steal the series, huh?
With Wembanyama out, it changes everything. Yeah. The Spurs are a good basketball team, and they are a different beast with Victor Wembanyama, and it was evident last night because you were still able to build a double-digit lead, as was San Antonio in the fourth quarter. But it's disappointing to see them in the clutch, even when you have De'Aaron Fox and Stephen Castle's young, but those guys are playmakers in the backcourt, and to see Scoot Henderson step up, who was the third overall pick in that 2023 draft, and have a big game for the Trailblazers, especially with some of the noise that's going on around that franchise. They have a new owner. People are already upset that he's pinching pennies, and it doesn't sound like he's going to give Thiago Splitter an opportunity to be their head coach. Reports are he's already out there kicking tires on head coaching candidates when you have a guy that stepped up when Chauncey Billups got arrested. And then we're seeing all those people get indicted in that gambling ring that was going on. And they are rallying together. And for Portland, this is a gigantic opening that they're going to take advantage of because they've done it all year long, respond to adversity. And now it's San Antonio. They were thinking, man, we can get to the Western Conference Finals this year.
That's right. We
can be a championship team this year. And now you got to go survive in Portland.
And the winner of this series gets the Denver-Minnesota winner, correct? So as you're looking ahead, because on the other side, the Lakers win last night, 101-94. No Luka Doncic, no Austin Reeves, although the report is Austin Reeves could be back in this series. Lakers go up 2-0, and LeBron looks like he's 30 years old. He played 39 minutes last night, second only to Rui Hachimura's 43. He scored 28 points, had 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Marcus Smart defensively was terrific. Marcus Smart offensively was really good. He had 25 points. Did you know Marcus Smart was a Laker? Great offseason move by them. Luke Kennard, and you mentioned him yesterday, but where's he come from? But the former Duke star at 23 last night in this extended role with guys out. Kevin Durant, meanwhile, yeah, he played 41 minutes, but he only took 12 shots. He was 7 to 12. He scored 23 points. JJ, the Lakers look so much better than Houston, and this is stunning.
Got to tip your cap to LeBron James. The role players are stepping up in a big way, but for LeBron to be able to shift from the guy that we're like, yeah, he's winded down, he's got to be the three, and he embraced that role. And he was playing off of Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, and just how quickly he slid back into being the number one guy, setting the tone, what doing with his playmaking. His defense has been really good. And then the role players going off. And if you're Houston, even without Kevin Durant in game one, to be as bad as they've been offensively in these first two games, you're up there. You're nipping the heels of the Detroit Pistons now.
Well, in what way?
The Houston Rockets should not be getting outplayed by Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart when you have Sengun and Thompson.
You think this is as shocking as a 1 seed getting beat in the first game? This is a 4-5, and they're actually the 5. So they're the lower seed, right? The Lakers are the home court advantage. This is a 4-5 series that are usually really, and I agree with you. They look bad. Like I'm stunned. But you think this is worse than if the Pistons as a 1 seed get beat by the 8?
It's not going to be worse than a 1 losing to an 8.
Okay. But the way they
look
play.
off.
Yeah, they look horrible. This is stunning to me. I'm going to give the Pistons another shot, right? They're down 1-0. They play tonight, don't they? They play tonight. Or is Orlando? Oh no, I thought this was the spread on there. I'm going to give the Pistons another run. They get beat today, and I'll wow. This was a stunner. Sengun looks okay, but where's everybody else on that team? I mean, you get Terry Easton comes off the bench for 27. Okay, but is that, for 10. But is that the way that's supposed to happen? Like, where are they supposed to get their points? Where's Amen Thompson? Isn't he supposed to be an emerging superstar? Kevin Durant's I get it. He's coming off an injury and he had 23 points, but was pretty quiet 23 to me.
He turned it over 9 times. Sloppy basketball.
9 turnovers. 9. What the hell?
And you mentioned the moves from the Lakers, but JJ Redick, LeBron James, like setting the tone. And there's always pressure, there's always questions, and we've seen it all year long with the Lakers, but that is a really impressive first 2 games because they look like a team that is embracing a moment, understands who they are, and is executing at a really high level.
Yeah, and they're getting, I mean, again, the off-season moves, you get Marcus Smart. Luke Kennard's come in and done what he needs to do, but they've got, what was the Hachimura trade? Where'd they get him? What trade was that?
He's been there a couple years.
Yeah, no, I know, but what was that trade?
But
I remember when he got there.
Yeah, they got him from Washington.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was always a good move. And then the Celtics last night. How about the Celtics getting undressed at home? 111-97. Philadelphia goes in there, and VJ Edgecombe goes for 30 and 10. And that's a 14-point win, man, in Boston with a Sixers team that all I heard the other day was they're not. This is easy. This is done. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right? This is all Celtics. 36 points out of Jaylen Brown, but then in 19 out of Tatum, but your other starters combined for 24 points. That's a problem. Now, I don't know that I think this is a trend, and this is without DeAndre Ayton. This is DeAndre Ayton without and Joel Embiid, but this is a Sixers team that I don't know. When you say Maxey and Edgecombe were going off like they are, and then you can get some contributions, I don't think they can win the series. But
this is one for Boston. Like, we're playing with your food. You got to get through. You got to get through this series. I love this backcourt. I think Edgecombe and Max are going to be really good. It's going to be a challenge because they're smaller guards. But this, like right now without Embiid, Philly has kind of like the 76er vibes with Dame Lillard and CJ McCollum, which like you have a really good backcourt. But is that going to be something that can take you over the top? It's a great starting place when I think you're got to move on from the Embiid era moving forward. But, those dudes going off, and you're the Celtics, you're looking down at all these series and the team that's just handling their business. Of course, we just talked about the Lakers, Cleveland Cavaliers, like, hey, we'll go out there, do what we got to do in the first round, and we'll wait for y'all.
Cleveland's up 2-0 on Toronto. They won 2 nights ago, 115-105 over Toronto. All right, we got 2 games tonight, Orlando and Detroit, the Knicks and Atlanta. And so we'll get you there. We'll get into the hockey as well. Winners last night. Tampa Bay beat Montreal in overtime. 1-1 is that series. Boston beat Buffalo 1-1. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia will go tonight. Last night, the Kings got beat. Just amazing, that game. I mean, honestly.
They did a great job of suffocating the Avs, the physicality. The block shot number was over 20 for the Kings.
Lost the game 2-1 in overtime. And then Vegas loses at home. Utah beat them 3-2. So the Kings series, Colorado's up 2-0 on LA. And then Utah beats Vegas 3-2. So that series is 1 game apiece. Guest list today, coming up at 9:30. We're going to do something a little non-sports, but competition. How about that? And JJ, I booked this because I love the story. And I love the magnitude of it. A team from New Mexico State went and it was kind of an academic competition. But the students who performed in this, I mean, it was against some of the biggest schools, some of the biggest academic schools in America. They finished runner-up in the competition, but got academic advancement out of this. JJ, they used to get some money for scholarships. So we're going to talk to Macy Silva on just going and competing against the best in the country. And I don't know, JJ, I thought it was a really cool story, and I want to give a little bit of shine to some local kids who are out there doing really good things for New Mexico. We'll do that coming up at 9:30.
I'm intrigued to learn about it.
Yeah. Did you get the info I sent you? I'll send it again. I thought I said I'll redo that. Coming up next, the NFL draft is tomorrow. What's the latest news? What's the latest scuttlebutt? Who wants more picks? Who's going to move picks? Mike Vrabel spoke. Didn't say nothing happened. I'll tell you that. He didn't say much, but one thing he didn't say is, well, there's nothing to see here. What?
It wasn't me?
He did not say that. We'll get into that when we get back. Guys, how you feeling? What do you do when you're not feeling well on a regular basis? Just fatigue. Your energy's not there. Your drive isn't present. Your focus is not focused. You don't feel like you. And what you don't do is you don't blame age. You don't hope it'll go away. You don't just figure it'll take care of itself, because it won't. What you do is you go see the experts at Vita Vital Medical. Hormones play a huge role in how men feel every single day. Vita Vital Medical specializes in this. They've helped hundreds of men feel better all around the globe. Vita Vital actually tests you, evaluates you, and then explains to you what's going on with your body, and then sets up a plan personalized for you to make you feel better. So stop guessing about what's going on and get real answers and real results. Meet with medical providers and create a plan based on your test results. So whether it's testosterone optimization, medical weight loss, or peptides to boost performance and recovery, everything they do is medically guided and tailored specifically for men who want to feel better, stronger, and more in control. Stop settling and take control. Right now, listen to what Vita Vital Medical is doing. They're offering your initial exam and blood work for just $79. $79 to figure out what's going on with you and get on the path to feeling better. 505-537-8484 is the number. 505-537-8484. They're online at VitaVitalMedical.com. VID is in David A. VIT is in Thomas A.L. VitaVitalMedical.com.
What's up, guys? David Pollock here, former Georgia.
Following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We will.
And who's, what are they going to do? Where's the trade's going to be? And they're going to come. There's also OTAs going on or workouts, and teams are together and media's there. And I don't know what Is this the big off-season story, this Vrabel, Diana Rossini thing?
Spicy.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's bigger than Rodgers, because maybe it is, because Rodgers happens every year, and a coach
Tired of Aaron Rodgers.
running off to Sedona with a insider reporter and whatever. Vrabel, the coach of the Patriots, addressed this yesterday. I think you're very familiar with the pictures that have surfaced. Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini. Vrabel, the head coach of the Patriots, Rossini, an NFL insider, a reporter who worked for The Athletic, breaks a lot of stories, had a pretty good reputation of being a good reporter. Evidently, I mean, you decide what the pictures tell you. It looks like something's going on. They're both married. Diana Rossini left The Athletic. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. By her accord or by was she forced out?
The statement said that she's leaving because she did not feel support from The Athletic.
All right. Vrabel is still the head coach of the Patriots. And again, I told you yesterday, I don't know that I feel that there should be any discipline from the organization nor the league, because I'm not sure what I think he did. But outside of, infidelity, and that's for him and his family to deal with, right? I mean, do you feel that that he did anything wrong, that there should be discipline from either the team or the league?
I don't know how you start doing that.
I agree with you.
That's the NFL.
Yeah.
Because that, not necessarily, we've seen it other ways when there's been like improper relationships like within an organization, but this was two separate entities, the reporter and coach. I don't know how the NFL can penalize it.
Yeah, and by the way, you want to start penalizing infidelity in the National Football League? Is that really something that you want to get in the business of doing? Because
they'll know from the league.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that's a slope you probably don't need to go down, because you're never going to stop sliding, right? So there's that. So Vrabel spoke yesterday, addressed it basically for the first time, and I mean, I'd like to believe he thinks it's the last time. And he said words. Some of the words he didn't say was, "There's nothing to look at, nothing happened." He didn't deny anything. Quote, "I've had some difficult conversations with people I care about, with my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me. That starts with me. We never want our actions to negatively affect the team. We never want to be the cause of a distraction. There are comments and questions that I've answered for the team and with the team. We'll keep those private," end quote. I mean, what I heard is, yeah, you saw what you saw, and I'm dealing with it. But I mean, to me, that's what I heard. I'm dealing with it with my wife. I'm dealing with the men in that locker room. I'm dealing with my boss.
That's exactly what he said. He didn't say it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Said I'm having tough conversations, y'all.
Yeah. No, he didn't go shaggy on this.
You admitted it without admitting it.
Because if there's nothing to have tough conversations about, why am I having a tough conversation? Right? I mean, if there's nothing to have a tough conversation about, then why am I having a tough conversation? I told you yesterday, this is one of those where I don't care that much about the story. I don't. I don't know that it affects, now it affects Diana Rossini's job. Because if she didn't feel supported, is this a gender thing too? Like if there was a male reporter at The Athletic, I'm trying to find a situation. Me, a female head coach or whatever. If a male reporter was caught in a scandal like this, and I say scandal, a situation like this, would the male reporter have been more quote unquote supported by their employer at The Athletic, do you think?
And it's possible that
right,
a different reaction to it too from people, because Rossini is
just
getting
taking it
slammed
for what?
Just everyone.
How come Vrabel's not? What did she do that he didn't? I mean, if you want to just strip it down to the bare bones, what did she do that he didn't? They're both married. They both evidently made a decision to go to Sedona on this jaunt. They've been doing whatever they've been doing for however long they've been doing it. Right? It seems like two grown-ass consensual adults doing something that they both opted to do, correct?
Now, the fallout from that,
Yeah.
It's understandable with you being an insider and trying to cover the league and have that going on. And I think there's real issues with your employer at that point in time. But
Vrabel's, if Vrabel's feeding her the info, is that cool? I mean, she's taking the info. She's doing her job. She's breaking stories. I get how she's getting it. I understand. But is it cool? I mean,
not if you're another reporter in that business.
Well, sure. I get it. Other reporters are pissed. Why am I getting beat by her? Oh, that's why. Yeah, I get it. Does this die now? Now that he said I've had my conversations, my difficult conversations?
Slow down that we'll actually have something to talk about. The NFL draft.
Oh, yeah. That takes precedence.
And row picks starting tomorrow.
Yeah, that has something. All right. When we get back, I want to get into one team wants more picks. One team's got a new vibe under their new coach. I'm not sure how this guy decides what the new vibe is, but I imagine, okay, if that's what you're saying, you've been there long enough. And we'll go around and hit you the big stories in the NFL as we get ready for the draft tomorrow. We'll do that coming up next. Number 505-246-0610 if you want to get in. John Thomas Jewelers has moved, and they've moved to a beautiful, beautiful new showroom. And it is gorgeous, and it's just elevated the entire process of the best jewelry store in New Mexico. They're my jeweler. They'll be yours the second you walk in the door. Why? Because the selection, the service, the experience, the atmosphere, everything about it is just above and beyond. Now, the brand new, beautiful showroom is designed for one thing, and that's to help you create the ring you'll never second guess. They're on the second floor at 10501 Montgomery. It's right between Dion's and El Patron. It's more private space, a more refined experience, and the largest selection of engagement rings in the state of New Mexico. All of that now showcased the way it deserves to be. It's where you're going to get to sit down one-on-one, see your ring come to life, and even try on your exact design before it is ever made. There's no pressure. There's no regrets. Just absolute confidence in one of the most important decisions you make in your life. That's getting married, the engagement. How do you know she's going to love it? It might not, but John Thomas Jewelers, no regrets engagement ring, takes all of the angst out of it. John Thomas Jewelers, voted best jewelry store in Albuquerque 5 straight years, fastest growing jeweler in New Mexico 3 straight years, and the exclusive home of the no regrets engagement ring. Now on the second floor at 10501 Montgomery, 10501 Montgomery. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged.
Brought to you by New Balance.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Services is...
You think you're having a bad morning? Could be the Mets. Twins scored twice in the ninth, beat the Mets 5-3. So what, Jeff? The Mets have lost 12 in a row. The high-priced Mets. Twins social media asked, JJ, things you can get in a dozen: eggs, roses, and Mets losses. How about the Twins trolling the Mets? Oh, God. That's the real life. All right, 505-246-0610 on the text line. That's the Monica and San Pedro text line. Says, regarding the Vrabel situation, if I was rich and famous, it would be drinking, drugs, or gambling that brings me down. But it wouldn't be drinking, drugs, or gambling that brings me down. But women might. Don't know how Edward handles it. Fair enough. Look, everybody, I don't want to say there's many vices out there. You just listed a few of them: drinking, drugs, gambling, women. Not all of you have one. Some of you have more than one. Most people have some. Yours is candy, right? Candy corn. That's your vice. Yeah. Is that your vice?
Yeah.
Just candy. Look at you.
I live a dangerous life.
Yeah, you do. You get some uncomfortable conversations to have with people you love. Candy. I had too much candy. I apologize. All right. Other stuff. How does Shedeur Sanders? I guess he's been there a year, so he understands the vibe. Todd Monken brings a new vibe to the Browns, says Shedeur Sanders. Coach Monken's great. And all the other coaches on the staff are extremely great. They're going to understand and embrace you just as not just a person, and then they push you each and every day in the meeting room and on the field and in the weight room. It's a new vibe, a new energy. End quote. Here come the Browns. You in?
Smart man. Butter up the coaches early.
Butter up the coach. Yep.
It's Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson. Who gets more starts this season?
Shedeur gets more. Who gets the first?
I want to say Watson.
I do too. I
think that's why Shedeur knows, hey, love this coaching staff. Excited to be here. They're splitting reps early on with the first team. Hoorah.
I think Shedeur will end up getting more, but I do think that Deshaun Watson may end up winning that job. And I just do still think there's pressure coming from above that, look, man, we're still paying this guy all this damn money. Can we just milk a little value out of it? Don't you think?
Is there anything left?
Don't you think? I mean, there's still there. All right, let me give you just a Pollyanna situation. I don't believe this happens, but let me just create it for you for the sake of this conversation. So let's say Deshaun Watson wins the job. They go 10-7, make the wild card. Okay, they get in the playoff. Can they then turn around and say, "See, we got the trade wasn't a total disaster. It's not the worst trade in the history of football"?
No,
I agree.
No.
I mean, is there anything that salvages that? I mean, I guess they got to win the Super Bowl with him, right, or get to the AFC Championship.
The
game.
one thing you could do would be AFC Championship or Super Bowl.
And then you could say, "Well, we waited and waited, but the trade finally paid off." Because you're right. Are they out of it this year? Or they got another year on top of this. The Deshaun Watson trade deal, handcuff. I think they got one more year after this, right?
It's why making moves with desperation will never pay off.
Well, yeah. Take you back to that. Deshaun Watson was on the verge of becoming an elite quarterback in the NFL. You can stop me when I tell you something that's incorrect. Okay? He was spectacular in his first couple seasons in Houston. Cleveland hasn't had a steady quarterback situation since the 90s. Deshaun Watson then got embroiled in the situation with the massage therapists, 25 of them, if I'm not mistaken. I could be 23, north of 20, who all claimed that they were sexually mistreated by Deshaun Watson. It got uncomfortable. It got loud. A suspension was forthcoming by the National Football League. Houston wanted out. Cleveland said fine. Traded a haul. Gave him $230 million guaranteed. I think I've got, 11 games out of him? Because not only was he suspended for the majority of the first year, then he blew his Achilles, right? Twice? I mean, stop me when I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember the whole thing. This is off the top of my head, and here we are. So the desperation part, look, they went after a quarterback who, quarterback-wise, was at the top of the game, or at least on his way to being at the top of the game. But with everything else there, and I don't know if you believe in karma. That's what a lot of people do. And this thing, and you're right, they were desperate as hell, and they totally overpaid for a guy, and they have gotten
nothing out of it.
Right? Nothing. What'd they give up?
I'll have to go back and find the terms of that trade, but this was one where that stuff was bubbling. He wasn't playing when this trade went down. And you can point to the Achilles injuries after the fact, but it still was a bad deal in the moment with everything swirling around Deshaun Watson. The assets it takes to get a quarterback and then to drop that guaranteed money on him.
They traded 3 first-round picks, a third-rounder, and 2 fourth-rounders, and then gave him a guaranteed $230 million. It's insanity. It's literally insanity. I just, and then you go back and look what those picks turned into. I mean, Will Anderson's in there. Picks were turned and traded, so you got to follow the path. It's quite extensive. 3 firsts, a third, and 3 fourths for a guy that they could not wait to get out of the building. Oh, and then they went and got C.J. Stroud and did pretty well right after that. Yeah, you tell me. It's got to be the worst trade ever, right? The Herschel Walker trade was really bad. But this has got to be the worst trade ever. And so I don't know how at some point you put this thing back together and say, yeah, it was good. He's still there. You got to eat it. And he might still be the best quarterback on your roster, right? I mean, he could be the best quarterback still on your roster. And when we get back, the defending champs want to rebuild. They want to continue to build. They want to pile it on, and they want to do it through the draft. How are they going to do that? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past. Built
Are the Seattle Seahawks. They want to trade down in this year's draft, even if that means maybe getting a quarterback to a division rival. So this is John Schneider, their GM. Quote, "It's no secret with us. We have 4 picks, so we'll be looking to move back. We've talked within our division." That doesn't happen a lot. That was kind of frowned upon for a while. Like, you don't trade within your division. Everyone in our division we would trade with. They got 32. Who would it? Is that where they Arizona would go in and get 32 and take the quarterback from Alabama?
This is a little sneaky by Seattle
Because it would be one. Well, but that would put the Cardinals one move in front of the Jets.
Yeah, they're trying to push one of those teams over the edge,
which is great.
Overpay for Ty Simpson,
Right? I like
again. The more you think about this draft class and it's how Ty Simpson has emerged as the second best quarterback, I'm not moving up at all. Like this again, what we just discussed. This feels like a desperate move. If I have to trade more assets to get Ty Simpson, I don't think I'm going to be happy with that pick. And I love this from Seattle floating this out there, going, "Yeah, we've had conversations. Well, yeah, we'll trade within the division. Arizona, looking at you. You want to get Ty Simpson? Come on up."
And Ty Simpson. So basically, that would be moving up 2 spots. That's all it would be, because or 3 spots. Cardinals have second or third pick in the second round.
But then you're also to the Jets. Like, you guys interested?
That's right. No. Look, the Jets have the number 1 pick. If Ty Simpson gets through day 1, does he go in the first couple of picks to the Jets or the Cardinals in day 2? And there's a lot of thought that's how that plays out, right? So if you want him, and JJ, I'm going to tell you, I don't know that I think it's that much of a reach to go up and get, to go up 2 picks to get him. Now, what would it cost the Cardinals to do that? It would cost them that second round pick and what else? Not a ton more, right? A mid-round pick? You're trading them your second and your 5th? Second and your 4th? To move up and get the quarterback if you believe in him? I mean, you're moving up 2 to 3 spots.
I don't believe in Ty Simpson.
Right,
like,
right.
I think that
would
just be in a desperation move in a draft that's not great after Fernando Mendoza. And that's why I like Seattle putting this out there right now, letting everyone know. Open for business. You like this Ty Simpson kid, and that's not just for the Jets or Cardinals, it's anyone else.
And I know you don't like him, but if they do, if they like him, is it worth it? Because I think, I do think it's what? It's...
I'm Clint Kubiak. It's year 1.
Yeah.
That's not the dude I want to be associated with year 1, because ownership's going to get antsy.
Yeah.
And they want to throw Ty Simpson out there. And I know it's not similar to what we've seen with some of the top picks that have been thrown out there, and then we've seen coaching changes within the first year for a rookie, so not necessarily a Caleb Williams or Bryce Young situation.
Aren't they going to get antsy when you throw Jacoby Brissett out there and go 4-13? Aren't they going to do that too? Are you going to get some sort of break from ownership just because you're going with the guy you got?
Now, at that point in time, you can't win.
Right. I mean, the conversation is, do I have a better chance to win with Jacoby Brissett or Ty Simpson? And I'm not sure I know the answer. And when was the last time Jacoby Brissett made it through a long term? I don't want to say he's going to get hurt. I hate saying that, but guys get hurt. Look, man, I don't know if there's a right answer there, and I agree with you. I'm not in love with Ty Simpson either. But if they are, is it worth it for you? If they are, would you move up? They got the 34th pick, so that's the second pick in the second round, the Cardinals. They're going to take the offensive tackle with 3rd overall pick, right? The guy out of Miami. They can protect whoever's there.
That would be a solid move.
I mean, they need a ton of help. Offensive,
defensive linemen. And really, David Bailey, Arvell Reese, one of those two. So I think that whoever's left that the Jets don't pick, just make a solid selection at 3.
All right, what if the Jets don't take Ty Simpson in the first round, the first pick of the second round? You take him there? You say no because you don't like him.
I think it's a little easier now that you're not sending extra assets to make that move.
I think that's fair. Again, I think it comes down to if you think he's that dude, can he be the guy? He's small, right?
No.
What's his measurable?
It's not like super
6'2". I'm with you on him. He feels very J.J. McCarron to me. I'm sorry, J.J. McCarthy. Speaking of that, I wanted to get into that too, because what Justin Jefferson said, the deal going on in Minnesota, because J.J. Jefferson,
a lot of JJ's going on there.
There's a lot of Jefferson. Justin Jefferson was talking about J.J. McCarthy and now Kyler Murray there. And when I read his comments, I'm like, damn, he's all about Kyler Murray, right? And I think Kyler Murray's the guy there, isn't he? Is he go in as the favorite? I know they're gonna say it's a competition, but I
think everyone's excited for Kyler Murray.
Who's the starting quarterback for the Vikings opening day?
Kyler Murray.
Don't you think? And so Justin Jefferson, who I think is the best receiver in the league, quote, I'm definitely looking for those big, exciting plays from Murray. I'm definitely looking forward to his speed, his quickness, his arm strength that he's shown countless times over the years. Whoa, okay, what about your guy there, J.J. McCarthy? Oh, and then for J.J., for somebody to enter that room with that type of ability, that type of talent, he's got to step it up a little bit. So it's good for him to feel that type of pressure, to really lock in a little bit and say, it's either now or I'm going to take that back seat again. Quote. Holy.
We know who Justin Jefferson is betting on.
Well, and I think his bet carries quite a bit of weight, don't you think? He's the best player at his position probably in the NFL.
Justin Jefferson, top 5 fantasy pick?
Yeah, one of the best players at his position. Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, Jackson Smith, and Jigba all have a say. 505-246-0610. That's the Sports Animal phone line and the Monarchy on San Pedro text line. Come on and play radio with us today. Draft is tomorrow. What do you want your team to do? Got some stuff on NCAA tournament expansion. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action.
Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, the eve of the draft, moves are being made or at least contemplated and talked about. Playoffs last night, Lakers beat the Rockets 101-94. LeBron James 28-8-7. Marcus Smart had 25 and Luke Kennard 23. For LA, who's got a 2-0 lead, headed back to Texas. Blazers beat the Spurs in Texas 106-103. Victor Wembanyama left with a concussion. Blazers erased a 14-point fourth quarter deficit. The series is one game apiece. They'll play the next one up in Oregon. And the 76ers went into Boston and beat the Celtics 111-97. So that series is now one game apiece, headed down to Pennsylvania. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Mets have lost 12 in a row. They had a 3-0 lead. Twins scored twice in the ninth. Mets are 7-16. Have lost 12 games in a row. Topes were rained out yesterday in Sacramento. They will play a doubleheader to make that up on Saturday. Single game tonight right here on the Sports Animal. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, thank you for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. I got a bunch on here. All right, I'll get to all your emails. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. Let's go to the phones. 505-246-0610. Travis, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Travis.
Good morning, fellas.
What's going on?
It was another exciting night in the association. I got to tell you, man, great basketball being played right now. I will say I think we saw probably one of the softest tech foul calls in that Boston game on that Jaylen Brown poster dunk. I think if those same refs were calling games back in the 90s, I think they would have arrested Scottie Pippen for his poster dunk of Patrick Ewing back in the day. What a soft call, really. There's no reason to take the crowd out of it. I didn't think he did anything that was, ridiculous. I think it was just a solid dunk. It was exciting to watch. Soft call. Hopefully we don't see too much of that. But that being said, man, there are a lot of these games, these series that are getting pretty chippy. And I love the chippiness. There was a time in the association where it seemed like, everybody was everybody was friends, you know, and so to have that chippiness return, I think any team playing against OKC is going to be chippy with them just because of the way that SGA gets calls. I think any of those series are going to be chippy. But, you know, speaking of chippiness, look, LeBron James doesn't need any extra motivation. That's my warning to the Houston Rockets. You don't need to give that guy another reason to go. He's already, you know, obviously super talented. He's a Hall of Famer. He can beat you in so many different ways. And when he is engaged in the series, in the games, he's pretty dangerous. And we've seen him in some of these series with the Lakers where he hasn't had particularly talented teams not be engaged and kind of going through the motions. He's engaged in this series, and he knows he has a good team, and all he has to do is survive until he can get his superstars back. And they're going to have a good chance to go on a pretty good run here. But Sengun going at him, that is a mistake and not something that needs to happen. But for the Lakers, all I want to say is energy and effort, E&E. We've seen this in the NCAA tournament, you know, where less talented squads beat more talented blue blood programs, and it's all because of E&E. And there is no doubt that this Laker team is playing with more energy and effort than what is on paper a more talented Houston squad. And if this Laker team continues to play with that level of energy, that level of effort, particularly on the defensive end, they're going to go on a run, man. This is going to be a really, really talented and a tough out. By the way, last point for me, Kennard is a perfect addition to this Lakers squad for one reason, J.J. Redick. I feel like Kennard's comp in the NBA is J.J. Redick. I feel like those two players are so similar, and I think J.J. Redick knows exactly how to use Luke Kennard, how to position him, where to put him on the floor, and I don't know that there's a better squad in the NBA for Luke Kennard to be on than being coached by J.J. Redick, who has basically been that same role during his NBA career. Anyway, Rockets are favored by 9 going into Houston. I guess Vegas is doubling down. That's a dumb move. Have a good day, boys.
J.J. Redick is the comp for Luke Kennard. I don't think that's totally wrong.
No, that one makes sense.
Yeah. J.J. Redick's doing a hell of a job right now.
And they both went to Duke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. Ron wants to know, do we play today, Jeffers? Folks around here cry about the crummy weather. Well, the River Cats' last 3 contests have been postponed because of poor conditions in Sacramento, it says here. Today's early post time does look promising. What time are they playing? Is it day game day? All right. I don't know if they play, man. The weather guy will tell you. I mean, they're scheduled to play. James wants to know, can the Broncos tame her? Did Joanna Mangalesh sign with Santa Clara? Is that what she ended up?
Yes, she did.
All right. He says Joanna Mangalesh probably had the most upside of any Lady Lobo, but it says here she pissed it away with undisciplined play. Can Santa Clara rein her in, or will she be another in the long line of Lady Lobos, i.e. Paula Reus, the transfer to get 10 to 12 minutes off another school's bench? I yield to you.
The outside perception, I can understand that, but I don't agree with the take. Like she threw something away. It's the brand new coaching staff. Like the guards they brought in are different than Magalish.
Here,
yes. She was definitely had a high upside, and there's Ryan Freeman's an assistant coach for Santa Clara, who was on UNM staff 4 years ago. So there's a little bit of connection there, and it was not Joanna Magalish and Emma Najima both went to Santa Clara. So there's a little, the connection there. Freeman worked close with Mike Bradbury for a few years, so I'm sure there's a trust level there. Because surprise, the players that In the transfer portal, they did like this last coaching staff, and that's part of the business. You have a coaching turnover, new style, different philosophies, and go find what's next.
Did it be good with where did he go, to Louisville? No, he didn't take it to be there. Okay.
That's a different level. That's a top 15 team.
How's Santa Clara? All right. Good,
similar.
Good West Coast Conference. Okay. Right. Ron says no more teams in the NCAA tournament, Jeff. I'd like to see go back to 64. This year there was already a lot of filler at the bottom of the field. You can like what you like. There's no way that's going back to 64. In fact, there's a proposal that went out to the members of the committee yesterday, evidently. 8 teams are going to be added to the current first round, or the first 4. And they'll be called the opening round. They'll be played Tuesday and Wednesday over the first week. It's the opening round. That's the verbiage. 24 teams, 12 games, 2 days, 2 sites. So, I mean, they're going to add basically just another Dayton is what it sounds like. And you know why. I mean, this is to get more Power 5 teams into the NCAA tournament. A lot of the last out, you can say New Mexico, San Diego State were in the last 4 out, but the majority of those are the Auburns, the Missouris. I guess Missouri got in, but they're power schools, and so that it's not going to be, hey, you get a couple more Mountain West teams and Pac-12. No. It's going to be more SEC teams. What was Auburn, 17 and 15?
Yep,
that's what you're getting. And so, Ron, as much as you like what you'd like. And you know how I feel. I think this is the best sporting event we have in America. I don't think it's broken. I don't know that it needs to be fixed, but money will dictate this. And the more teams in, the more money there is, the more games there are to broadcast, the more coaches get bonused. Everybody's for it on the inside because there's more money, right? How many coaches get bonus to go to the NCAA tournament? Every single one of them, right? So now if you add, what are we adding? 12 more teams? That's not right. 12 more teams. Is that right? I guess you're adding 8 more teams. You're going to get 8 more coaches get bonus. I got more games to play. I got more games to put on TV. Hence, I get more money. Ching, 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 ching. I mean, literally. And you know that. And as much as I agree with you, I don't want to see this thing get too bloated. And I believe that it should be exclusive and it should be really hard to get into. And I find it to be the best sporting event in our country for so many reasons that I've laid out before. Because everybody gets involved because of the excitement, the national piece of it. It's not just a regional event. Your alma mater's in one year. They're not one year, but the team you hate is in. Your rival's in. You watch it. You play brackets. Everybody's involved. And there's always a cool story or 3. And does it normally come down to the top seeds? Yeah, often it does. Often. But play it out. Because sometimes you get a 5 and a 5 and a 3. Was San Diego State a 5 and Florida Atlantic was a 5 and UConn was like a 3 that year? Miami was like a 6 or something, right? There's nothing wrong with that Final Four. They all earned their way there. But I understand where it's going. And Ron, I you can wish all you want. It's going backwards, but it's not. It's just not. How about money in college basketball? I'm going to give you some numbers when we get back. JJ, did some of these numbers surprise you as far as roster numbers? They didn't.
Not anymore.
College basketball. And what one former Mountain West athletic director is saying about it and how to compete. We'll do that when we get back. Hey, you got a friend whose backyard is immaculate. The water feature, the pavers, maybe even the putting green, you got a little yard envy. You want that for your landscape. You can have that. LaBarge Landscape will take care of that for you. They took care of my yards, front and back. In fact, I just called them for a project again this week. They are terrific. They will overperform for you like they did for me. LaBarge Landscape is the best, and if you know what you want to do, they're going to come out and get it done for you. Pavers, retaining walls, whatever it happens to be. For me, it was a big cleanup. My grass was dying. My sprinklers weren't working. Now, look at that. My sprinklers work, and it waters the whole yard. I don't have brown spots. Imagine that. Took care of all those weeds and trees, and it's just fantastic. Maybe you want to overhaul. You know what you want? They'll take care of it. You don't know what you want, but you know you want something. I got space. I got to do something. They'll send their design team out there. They'll drop all these sketches until you get exactly what it is you and your family want. 33 years they've been doing it in this market. Family-owned, family-operated, licensed, bonded, and insured. Labarge Landscape is who you should call for all of your landscaping needs. Go to their website, Labarge, L-A-B-A-R-G-E, labargelandscape.net. Bounce around the photo album or the gallery there. You'll see some of the great, beautiful projects they've done. And then call them and make an appointment at 505-345-3000. 505-345-3000. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's Labarge Landscape.
This report is sponsored by... Thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all.
I don't know, man. I'm hearing all kinds of stuff just like you are. You know, I'm hearing pretty good numbers. How much do you think you use off? I don't know. I have no idea if anybody else offered him anything. I mean, you know, could he have gone to UConn? Sounds like he could have. Would he have made more? I don't know. Would he have played more? I don't know. I don't know. None of this is public. I'm hearing things from people who I trust as far as the rev share and the NIL and the revenue side. And JJ, I think you're hearing the same numbers. I know I'm sharing what I hear with you. Right? Pretty impressive numbers for a place like New Mexico to be able to compensate a player like Jake Hall the way we're hearing, correct?
That is correct.
All right. J.D. Wicker is the athletic director at San Diego State. Okay. San Diego State 3 years ago was the last non-power program to get to the Sweet 16. He's talking about the rev share, but more so the what's called above the cap dollar. So there's rev share that is allowed for an athletics department to go, what was it? It's about $21 million, right?
Mm-hmm. In that range.
If you can afford it. Like if you can afford it. Then there's the above the cap dollars, which he says are dramatically impacting schools at the lower level. In his words, more than I thought they would. You hear people talking about basketball rosters of $8 to $15 million. How is that even possible? End quote. It's a really fair question. If you're spending 15 on football, how are you spending 8 to 15 on basketball? And obviously, you're getting a whole lot of money coming in from other sources.
NIL deals.
Yeah, I like your air quotes. I see them. There's a common thought that roster values in men's basketball have doubled each of the last 3 years. Not doubled over the last three. Like doubled from last year to this year, from the year prior to the year. You see what I'm saying? Each year they double. And again, how is that sustainable? I don't know. There's one agent who says next year the number of programs spending at least $10 million will be 50. 50 programs spending at least $10 million on the roster. Top recruits will go for about $3 million. Kind of Donovan Dent's deal last year, right? There's some comparison. Utah State publicly released, and I was surprised they did this, that they spent $2.4 million on basketball on its roster this year. Probably near the top amongst non-power. JJ, I don't know what Lobo basketball's roster budget is. I've been hearing somewhere $2.5 to $3 million. Is that kind of what you hear? I heard Jake's getting a chunk of that. What's left? How much goes around? There's plenty of players playing for 50 grand or whatever, 100 grand. Not everybody's making $3 million. If this thing continues to escalate and double year to year to year, there will be a blow up point, right? And now I don't even know what that means. What does that look like? Does that mean the teams that can't do it just blow up and go to another place?
That's usually what happens, is if he can't keep up, he gets in town.
I don't know how this is sustainable, but I guess I've said this for a long time. And we're talking basketball because that's kind of where we are in season. The same thing has got to be going on in football, right?
Yes.
What's a quarterback worth to you? That's why guys are staying in college, right? Guys are making more money in college. Who was it? Well, it was JT Toppin last year, correct? Who didn't go into the draft. Now he got hurt this year. But the word is he was making $4 million at Texas Tech. Just some perspective. But when you put the numbers on this sheet this morning, and I looked at it, and I'm like, damn. $8 to $15 million on your roster. When you say rev share is $21 million, and we know the formula at most schools is 75% to football, about 15% to men's basketball, 5% to women's basketball, and the other 5% to the rest of your athletic. Right? That's the common. There's no law, there's no rule behind that, but that's the common way it has been being dispersed.
And that's where it puts back into perspective, like in this conversation of the NIL is still gigantic.
Of course.
Because that's how you're pushing past these rev share numbers to have a basketball program that is hitting those numbers.
I mean, yes. And that's why they're out asking you for money every day in every program. And I don't know how many people participate. Are they still doing that $20 a month thing where you can participate and do that? I know I told you this, and I still firmly believe this, and I said it a few years back. There's going to be a deterioration. How many people that you watch on the Twitter say I'm done?
Well, it makes no sense to have rev share and NIL. I mean, it's like one or the other, because then you're not saying, hey, we're trying to at least give everyone an idea of what's going on. No, you're just doing the same thing with more money.
I told you a long time ago. If it makes sense, it does not happen. Right? In college athletics, if it makes sense, it doesn't happen. It's all about following the Benjamin. It's all about the money and whoever's getting it. So the people that, and you were telling me this, and I saw it too, all these people who said, I'm done, I'm not coming back. I've held season tickets for 40 years. How many of those people are back? 80%, 90% are going to be back next year. Don't you think? I mean, in the moment, you're like, I'm done with this crap. I can't do it. And I'm watching it, not just with this fan base. I'm watching it with the San Diego State's fan base. I got people saying that. I can't do this anymore, man. I've followed them for 40 years, and it's not fun anymore. If those are the people you're relying on to fund your program, and I'm going to take you a step further. In New Mexico, you can continue. I think New Mexico will be behind the times in people falling off because it is the passion here, right? The University of New Mexico is the big league sports here. You can tell me all about United and Isotopes and Chupacabras and Goat Heads and whatever, but it is UNM Lobos. In a place like San Diego where you got the Padres and you got other things to do, in a place like, LA, right? How does UCLA do it? Competing with everybody else. At some point, aren't people going to lose interest? How much money am I going to keep giving to you? And you're going to be mediocre at best.
Yes, that is going to be hard in certain markets. I think the college towns or the bigger schools even are going to be able to sustain a little bit. And then if you're a power conference school, you're good. Like you're floating on those TV deals for a while now. But a group of 6 on down, so your fan bases that are all in are going to be frustrated because you're going to start asking yourself, what am I all in for?
Yeah. It works in Boise. Maybe it works here for a little bit. But again, there's going to be a frustration, a deterioration. The model has got to be reined in. And I say got to, if they want to sustain the interest at a high level, and I'm not sure they do, JJ, and whoever they happens to be, and I think they is the SEC and the Big Ten, they don't. Right? It's survival of the fittest. If you can hang with the big dogs or you can't. And if you can't, sorry, see you. And I think that's what J.D. Wicker's saying. That's what you're seeing. But some of the numbers are just nuts. Some of the numbers are just bonk. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails, Jeff@sportsanimalabq.com. JJ@sportsanimalabq.com. The Monarchy on San Pedro text line 505-246-0610. And Adrian's producing on TV on Xfinity Channel 26 and our Facebook page, the OD in the AM. When we come back, latest NFL news as we get ready for the draft. There's an NFL draft rule change for this year that you probably need to be aware of as you get ready to watch the draft. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Raquel here with JPR. Our construction supply.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride barbecue chicken and ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to...
And you need to make your pick within that 8 minutes. Because once it hits 0, the next team up can swoop in and make your pick. They can steal your dude. That happened to the Vikings back in 2003. In fact, 2 teams jumped ahead of them because they were working on a trade with the Ravens that didn't happen. So just something to keep in mind, a little more angst in the war rooms. But 2 minutes does feel significant. That's shaving a fifth of the time off what you have to make. 505-246-0610. Marty, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. What's up, Marty?
Hey, guys. I wanted to make some comments about the draft tomorrow. I think it's going to be a transformational draft for a few franchises. The first one, obviously, is going to be the Raiders. You think about the last time they were in a position to get the best quarterback in the draft. It's been a while. It didn't work out for them. DeMarcus Russell, it didn't work out for him. But I think this time it does. And I think it transforms their franchise. I really do. I'm not saying Mendoza is going to be the next Brady, but he's going to put stability to that franchise that they haven't seen in a long time. And it'll play well with Kubiak and him, and I think it's going to be a nice addition. The other team are the New York Football Giants. They're moving up to have 2 picks in the top 10. That team's not too far away. So I think, 2 key picks there in the top 10 are huge. And then the last team are my Cowboys because, you lost Mike on the trade, but you picked up 2 number 1s. The question is going to be with Jerry, is he going to move up? Is he going to get a guy like Bailey or Reese, a transformational type of edge? But I think those are the 3 teams that come to mind. And then as far as JJ's Broncos, I could see Peyton making some moves to move up. They don't have number 1. They're obviously a Super Bowl caliber team. I keep hearing that their roster is loaded. I don't know that for a fact, but I think they're very good, and they probably should have been in the Super Bowl. But I think Sean Payton sits back there and says, you know what, we just need that one more player. And I could see them making a move to get into the first round.
I agree with a lot of that, man. Marty, good to hear you. Don't be a stranger. Thanks for the call. The Giants are so interesting to me. They go 5-10, right?
Yes, they do.
Jackson Dart's the dude. Are we sold on Jackson Dart? Do they have their quarterback? Not that they're going to get a quarterback
Jackson Dart's the guy.
All right. I thought their defense was decent. They got Cam Scatterbo. Do they take Jeremiah Love at 5?
It's going to be very, very intriguing. Love could be the best offensive player in the draft.
A lot of people are screaming that, right? But best player overall, people think.
And even however you value running backs, if you know, hey, at least we're getting a dude that's going to produce.
Okay.
And whatever that window is, you have a outstanding playmaker. And I think where I would be more interested in that from the Giants is the fact you have 2 first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go Love at 5, you can come back and land best defender available, or just go, you know what, we're going to get maybe the 2nd or 3rd best offensive lineman in the draft. And where I think it makes sense, given what they did trading, Dexter Lawrence, is yes, we can go get a piece that we just know is going to be good in Love and be a difference maker, and then add to the trenches at 10. That would make sense to me of going high at running back.
What if Arvell Reese, he's not there, right? Arvell Reese isn't sitting there at 5, right?
It really feels like Arvell Reese, linebacker from Ohio State, David Bailey, the rusher from Texas Tech, are
2,
the
3?
2nd and 3rd picks.
If one of them's sitting there, you take that. You go there instead of the running back, right? I do. I mean, I think one of those guys are the big difference. I agree with him on the Raiders, and I think the Raiders, with this new start, they've made some moves in the free agency. Careful on the expectations on Mendoza right away. I think there's going to be a little bit of learning curve, although I do like an older, more mature quarterback who's played a lot of games in college football. I do like that formula a lot. I think that the nice guy, the aw shucks thing is a little deceptive as to how much of a dog he really is on the football field. And I think that plays into some people's opinion. He's not that damn good. No, he is. Did you watch him play football? There's this whole, aw shucks, nice guy, all the personality that he's got. Let me just tell you something. That play, when he spiraled into the end zone in the national championship game against Miami on that 4th down play, told me everything I need to know about that dude. Everything. And he was spot on. I think he makes every throw. Do I think he's Tom Brady, like he said? No. But I think he's a good quarterback in this league for a while. And to me, the knocks on him are what? I mean, what are the knocks? Dude is an older quarterback who went to a place that has never won before and won a freaking national championship, and he won it. This wasn't, quarterbacks along for the ride. That dude did everything you want a guy to do, won the Heisman. I'm kind of in on him. I wasn't, but the more and more I just sat down and watched some of his tape and some of his games, and I didn't watch a ton of Indiana, but I went back and watched a bunch. you're going to have to convince me why he's not.
Saw him in the biggest game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is important, plus the amount of football that he played, and he got better throughout his collegiate career. And it's almost just like having an adult in the room.
Yeah.
And Geno Smith wasn't this crazy guy or whatever, but I think it's, you when you have a number 1 overall pick, you bring in Fernando Mendoza, it's a different presence. It's a different just expectation for the Raiders. Like, they can trust Fernando Mendoza. If he flames out, it's just because of stuff on the field. Like, it just doesn't work around him, or he just doesn't end up being that guy, but it's not going to be because he lacks effort or the drive needed.
Yeah, and I think he's got the talent. Geno, not against Geno. I mean, there's not a bad thing. Nobody says a bad thing about Geno Smith. I just think Fernando Mendoza is better with way more upside. Geno Smith was a good stopgap quarterback. Geno Smith is having a good NFL career. I think this guy can be a lot better. Now, what's around him? Now, maybe your running back that you picked out of Boise State last year in the first round can do some stuff if you give him some offensive line help, because they're going to have to go get some offensive line help. But I agree with him on the Raiders thing, too. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Burger King.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Doing car care right.
All right, so this is a story. Jerseys are a thing. I got one hanging right here. There's a Lobo jersey here. I don't know how many of you are jersey guys. Do you wear jerseys? Some do, some don't. Some love them. Football jerseys, baseball jerseys. Are you a jersey guy? Do you wear jerseys?
Occasionally.
All right. Football, baseball. What do you wear? What do you like? Are you basketball?
I'll throw on a sweater.
Okay, so hockey. So you go hockey
in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Then if conference finals, maybe mid-finals, bust out a throwback Nuggets.
Okay. Alternate jerseys are a big deal. Everybody's got, and sometimes you don't even know what. You can watch a game and don't know who's playing. Like if you don't know the Red Sox City Connect jerseys are green, you're like, who the hell are they? Right? If you turn on a game, like who's playing? There's plenty of basketball teams have like 4 different full looks, right? And they changed their courts out for their looks that night. Like the Lakers had a different court last night when they went with the blacks. They do with the regular when they go with the yellows, and they change it. It's crazy. The Yankees don't. Yankees have traditionally had just 2 uniforms. They have home pinstripe. They have roads grays. But the players evidently want this. And The Athletic is reporting the players on the Yankees went to the front office and they request they be allowed to start wearing alternate uniforms on occasion. Do the Dodgers do it? Dodgers have City Connects, right? I'm just thinking it would be the Dodgers, the Cubs. The Cubs kind of wear those blue softball-looking uniforms, right, with the bear on it. Dodgers don't do a lot of that, and the Yankees don't do it at all. They've been the most decorated franchise in baseball, but it's also been they don't move. So they're the only team in baseball with just 2 uniforms. They're one of 2 teams to have yet not taken part in that City Connect deal. And the other one's the A's, and they don't really have a city to connect with. Right?
Yeah, about that.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Everybody else has a City Connect. They play in Sacramento. They're moving to Vegas. They left Oakland. I guess I could connect the cities and just do like a highway. But the players of the Yankees, they don't want to go too crazy. They've requested alternate uniforms, which are basically their batting practice tops, like the ones, on the, basically like a dark, that dark Yankee blue. Now the Yankees feel like they've loosened up their standards a bit because they added a jersey sponsor. Well, yeah, because it creates revenue. It makes them money. I don't know. There's part of me that super, super respects the fact they're holding tradition. And there's another part that says, you know what? It's 2026. Are you a fan? Do you like, I know it doesn't mean that much, but are you a fan of like just having a uniform, knowing who you're watching? Or are you a fan of like all the different looks? Because for me, it's sport to sport.
Yeah, can be bad alternate jerseys, but it is one where I understand the game. Those things can bring in a lot of money.
Yep.
When you drop them. And you're making changes every year. Got New City Connects, putting it out there. That's the advertising side of business. Or the sports.
There's part of me that really likes them in football. And maybe it's the Oregon part of me that just goes, wow, if it's done right, it's really, really cool. When it's done not right, it's not really, really cool. But like the turquoise, I love the Lobos turquoise uniform. Right? Cherry and silver, that's their thing. But the turquoise is like, damn, that's cool. Baseball, I kind of like the traditional. I like the home roads, or the home whites and the road grays. Or the road powder blues, or whatever they happen to be. I've never been a fan of like the colored, the red softball tops and white pants. I don't like the look. Have you seen the Tiger City Connect? It's all dark blue. Totally looks like a softball team. Not that it matters, but I don't know. Where are you on the Yankees? Should they hold, or should they
hold the line?
I think they should too. Man. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of interesting. It's the players to me who are the ones who went in and they want the alternate uniforms. All right, we got a cool guest coming up at 9:30. We're going to get into a New Mexico State. It's not sports, but it's competition. And they won a they finished runner-up, national ethics competition to Cornell, for crying out loud. Cornell won the thing. Do that coming up at 9:30. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means...
Drivers Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. You mentioned it earlier, but I think it's worth getting into. Now, I'm watching the overreaction today because of what LeBron James did yesterday. It ends the GOAT conversation. Please stop. Please. Because of this one game. And look, he's 41, 42 years old. He's unbelievable. Like, nobody's arguing this, and I'm not having the GOAT conversation today. We're not. Call me on July 18th or something. We'll have that conversation. And I'll make sure I'm gone, so I don't have to sit through that. But JJ, you made the point. LeBron's role had shifted. He accepted it. He was kind of the number 3 guy. He was going to play off of Luka and off of Austin Reeves. Well, both those guys are hurt. Neither are playing. And so LeBron has taken over the alpha role and has taken it over incredibly well. This is a two-sided coin. Houston looks horrible, okay? But LeBron looks spry, youthful, energetic, and really, really.
I thought there was more than
no.
That's all right.
That's what I got.
I was waiting for the exclamation point. This is one for LeBron James. It's not Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. It's just a realization of however you feel you're watching an unbelievable player who's adapted and switched roles and has come in and has shown off his defense, is still the incredible playmaker that we expect. And a credit to JJ Redick for locking this team in with what they dealt with Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic going down right before the postseason, and being able to maximize Luke Kennard, Marcus Smart, Hachimura, a few minutes from Jackson Hayes off the bench, and get really good production against the team. Yes, I know Kevin Durant didn't play in game one, but that's a Houston team that they don't have an identity. They were not able to adjust. They are not able to create offense. And they still have Sengun, who I really like. And he's a very talented playmaking center. And then you look at Thompson, who showed last year how aggressive he can be. He's not creating, and you credit the Lakers for how they've been able to take away what Houston wants to do, and offensively they have not been good in the first 2 games.
Do you think this is more about LA or more about Houston?
I'm disappointed in the Rockets, but I have to give all the credit to how LA has adapted and locked into who they are right now.
I think this is really largely on Houston because they look like crap. And I'm stunned. And Ime Udoka's got to eat some of this. And to your point, Kevin Durant, they get a pass on game 1, which made game 2 even more. That's the word I'm looking for. Important, desperate, essential. I mean, do you think the series is over? Road team hasn't won yet. Lakers have home court advantage. You're going back to Texas for the next 2. But do you think the series is over?
I'm leaning 65%.
I'm leaning that way too.
Lakers get this done.
Yeah, I'm leaning that it's over. Now, Houston goes back and wins the next game, and it's not. And then at some point, Austin Reeves is going to come back, and it changes the dynamic here, and it'll be interesting to see how those two play without Luka. But I'm going to go back to the LeBron thing, and you know I'm not a big LeBron guy. I respect immensely his game, but I don't know how you look at last night and just go, damn, dude, the guy is insane. Now I'm not willing to just say, hey, one game and one playoff series is going to push me over the top, and he's better than Mike. And I'm not, again, I can't believe how much of that I'm reading. Literally,
yeah, that's always going to be. To me, this just highlights who LeBron is. And he's even at this age to put yourself in that position. So it's LeBron James is the one that's available. It's not Austin Reeves, it's not Luka Doncic. It's LeBron James.
Yeah, no, that's the irony of this whole thing, right? Old man LeBron at 41 years old is the guy you can rely on. Is this cementing it more that he's a Laker next year?
Yes.
Will he be willing to fit within the salary structure to do it? Because I don't
see why not at this point in his career.
The Lakers can't go out and break the bank on him. I don't think. I think they need some more pieces. And they're going to have to break the bank on Luka. They've broken the bank on Austin Reeves, right? So I just don't know how you can go out and do that for 3 dudes. Especially when, I don't know, is DeAndre Ayton the answer? Is the rim protector? Is the guy back there? I mean, probably not. He's fine.
Well, at some point, even if it's not a LeBron James question, it's if you're in on Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, like that's kind of what you get.
Kind of
DeAndre Ayton.
Well, that's kind of my point, right? I mean, there's only so much you can go around, and while there is a salary cap, you can go past it, and there's a tax on it, and how much of the tax are you willing to pay? But I don't want to downplay, nor do I want to overplay what we saw last night. But I think it's hard to overplay it. I think a guy at that age who has shifted roles, and give Marcus Smart a ton of credit, give Luke Kennard a ton of credit, and to your point, the head coach on this thing, JJ Redick's doing a hell of a job. And, typically when you coach a superstar, you don't get a ton of credit, right? But no, they've been to me, the story of the playoffs so far, and we're 2 games in on most series, has been this. It's not that the Pistons lost game 1. It will be if they lose game 2. Like that then becomes, okay, holy smoke. The 1 seed just dropped 2 games at home, and they haven't won a home playoff game since 2008, which is amazing to me. But the story to me early in the playoffs is what we're watching here, because I think most of you thought, all right, well, Lakers are without Luka and without Austin Reeves. Nice run. Tell you what, man, if they get through this series and get those guys back, I get that Oklahoma City's going to be waiting for them, but I think they give them a run. 505-246-0610. Robert, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Robert.
Hey, good morning. I was going to make a comment about Victor Wembanyama. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that. He took a bad fall.
Yeah.
And, I kept thinking that if you can be too big, be in the NBA, he may be one of them. I think he's so big that he's not really clumsy, but it's just real awkward for him to move around. His feet are so big. I predict that he probably won't last that long in the NBA, although he is probably the best big man that I've ever seen play. He can hit outside shots. He can rebound. He can block. He can even handle the ball. So, you hate to see that happen to him, but I just don't think he's going to be going to last that long in the NBA. But anyway, you guys have a great day.
Thanks. All right, so Wemby went down on a drive, got off balance, feet got tangled, and literally bounced his face off the floor. And it looked like he was out. He went out with a concussion. JJ, I'm going to make a distinction here. So big man and like really large man. So big man to me is Olajuwon, Kareem, Shaq. When you get to 7'4", there's very few, right? Can I make a distinction there? Because at what point do you think Robert was saying you're just too big?
Kareem not.
I don't think he is either.
He's not Sean Bradley.
That's kind of where I'm going. Yeah.
Well, he tripped.
Yeah, he's so much.
Because maybe his feet are too big, but the way he moves and handles himself
and handles the ball. Yeah, I agree with you.
That was a freak accident. Spinning, falling, not getting his hands down to prevent him slamming his face on the floor.
What was his issue last year? He was out with, was it like a blood thing?
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, really, really large humans have different problems. They just do. I don't think he's too big. I think he's insanely coordinated. I think he handles the ball well. I look at him and yeah, he got off balance last night and slammed his face off. But I don't find, I would disagree with you, Robert. I think he's going to be around for a long, long time. All right, 505-246-0610. Keep them coming. I want to talk about what happened in San Antonio last night. We'll get a little bit more into how Portland came back, because that's one of those where, okay, yeah, Wemby was out, but did you kind of watch it? We'll get there. What to get ready for tonight. 505-246-0610 is the Sports Animal phone line and the Meineke and San Pedro text line. Meineke and San Pedro is car care done right. It's been more than 13 years now. Albuquerque has trusted one name in bridal jewelry, and that's John Thomas Jewelers, the 5-time best jeweler in Albuquerque, the 3-time fastest growing jeweler in New Mexico, and the only IJO master jeweler in the city. Now they built something even more worthy of all that trust. It's a brand new 4,000 square foot state-of-the-art showroom featuring a dedicated bridal bar, a private diamond viewing area, and a glass enclosed design lab where you're going to be able to watch your ring come to life from concept to custom creation. It all happen right before your eyes. This is jewelry the way it should be. It's transparent, it's innovative, and it's yours. That's why they're my jewelry store, and they will be yours. The second you walk in, you're going to understand the difference. The service, the selection, the atmosphere, the experience. John Thomas Jewelers is the only jeweler in Albuquerque offering a free lifetime nationwide warranty. The exclusive home of the no regrets engagement ring. Because when the moment comes, hesitation has no place. Go by and see them at the stunning new showroom. They're on the second floor, 10501 Montgomery Northeast, right between Dion's and El Patron. 10501 Montgomery Northeast. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged.
Lobo, legend, and
we would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the
All right, you get hoops and hockey tonight. On the schedule tonight, Orlando and Detroit. Got to have it for Detroit, right? You can't lose 2 at home and go back down to Florida. Got to have it.
Kind of got a win game.
Yeah. Phoenix and Oklahoma City will be the other one. Hockey tonight, Pittsburgh, Philly, Dallas, Minnesota, and Anaheim, Edmonton. National Hockey League last night in Colorado, in Denver. The Kings were up all night until about 3:50 to go. Avalanche tied it up, 1-1, winning overtime, 2-1. Colorado leads the Kings 2-0, headed back to California. Utah beat Vegas 3-2. That series is tied a game apiece. Boston over Buffalo 4-2. 1-1 is that series. And Tampa Bay beat Montreal 3-2 for a 1-1 series tie. Lakers win last night. They beat the Rockets. They're up 2-0. Sixers beat the Celtics. That's 1-1. And then the Blazers and Spurs. And JJ, I want to get into this because I know what I watched. And maybe it's somewhat akin to the Kings and Avs last night. I watched the Spurs all night be better than Portland. And Portland get out of there with a win. Now, I think it's different because I think the Avs are better than the Kings. But in the game I watched last night, Victor Wembanyama goes out. You go, how are they gonna respond? They responded really well, did the Spurs. In fact, they were up all night long. And they're up by 14 points late in the game. They've got guys who should be able to close. I mean, you look down the roster and you say, okay, Victor Wembanyama's there, but are they still better than the Portland Trailblazers? And you kind of say, well, yeah, I think so. De'Aaron Fox should be that guy. Stephon Castle, Rookie of the Year, I mean, should be that guy. And then they just go flat out cold and start turning the ball over. And Portland comes back and hits big shots. Portland reminded me, you know what this game reminded me of? Watching the Knicks and the Hawks 2 nights ago, right? The road team that was down 14 was the number in the second half, and came back and I looked at him like, how the hell did they win that game?
There's so much in these second half comebacks with what we've seen, and this one hurts more for San Antonio because that team had to finish that game off because you don't know when Wemby is going to be able to come back. He's not getting on a plane and going to Portland.
I don't think so.
I don't see that happening. And it's it's a quick Friday, Saturday up in Portland.
Oh, they played back to back Friday, Saturday?
Or I mean Sunday, excuse me.
Okay.
So, Friday, Sunday, but and then it's back in San Antonio on Tuesday. And that's one you had to have. It's not just the collapse. It's all right, your dude was down, you had a lead, and the uncertainty of when he's going to be back, you had to get that. Because now this is one where it's San Antonio that has to have the mindset of, oh, now we have to go get a split in Portland. Because even in game one, I thought the Trailblazers played well and acquitted themselves in that series. And knowing that they have Denny Avdia who can step up. Drew Holiday's a champion, been there, done that. And then Scoot Henderson is one of those young players that's showing his upside. This is a Portland team that has a different mindset now that Wembanyama's out. And that was a game that San Antonio had to have. Can they win this series still? Yes, because I think they're a good team that is great with Victor Wembanyama. But, man, that was a big missed opportunity. The other ones, it's still tough, but even if you're the Knicks, you don't have anyone out. Bad fourth quarter. All right, shift, put the pressure back on the Hawks. But this one, you don't have any, Wembanyama is, who knows if he's back in this series.
Well, I think the longer you let a team hang around too, right? They get more and more confidence, more and more belief, they just become more and more dangerous. And I think that's what Portland is. And to your point, I thought they did play a good first game. I thought there was enough that, well, you know what, we belong here. And you get a guy, this Denny Avdia becoming, he's been the dude, as you said. Watching Scoot Henderson do what he does. Drew Holiday, last I checked, won a championship, didn't he? He was with the Bucks when they won a championship. So there's pedigree there. I'll give you this. I thought that Luke Cornett was admirable in that role, but he's not Victor Wembanyama. And so if you give Portland life in game 3, if they take game 3, I'm not going to tell you the series is over until it's over, because even if Portland wins the next 2, Wemby comes back for games, 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7, and San Antonio is a better team. But San Antonio's got to get a split up there, don't they?
Yeah, and that's crazy how that shifted.
That's the nuts part about it, because I think they get out of the way for who? The winner of this series plays the winner of the Nuggets series, right? The Nuggets and Wolves. They got to be on the other side, just going, come on, Portland, right? Get Wemby out of the way, because now you never want to assume anything, because this was a given. San Antonio was going to win the series until it's not, because Jokic goes down, everything changes. That's why what's going on with the Lakers is so amazing to me, right? Wemby goes down, they get beat. One injury changes so much. Kevin Durant goes down, the Rockets look like crap. Comes back, they still look like crap. Lakers lose Doncic and Austin Reeves. They got LeBron James, and they look nice, man. They look. The Lakers are. I'm not going to lie. Just as impressive as anything I've seen in this playoff. And it's 2 games in, and I get it, and it's early. Talk to me in a month and a half. I understand. But all right. What are you telling me on the Mean Machine wants to know how all the quarterbacks are going to play. I got the where's the playing time coming from?
Talking about the Cleveland Browns?
On the quarterbacks for the Lobos. How's everybody going to be happy? Everybody isn't going to be happy, dude. What happens when there's a competition for starting quarterback and then one guy wins and the other guy doesn't? Everybody won't be happy. They won't. Is there a word on Lobstein? Did he get his extra year? Is it still happening? Are they still hoping? What's the story? Did we ever hear definitive?
Well, that might be on the back burner, but I would assume they're not anticipating anything.
Yeah, I would assume they're not.
There.
Yeah, they're assuming not having him. But yeah, I haven't heard anything like that. Les says, what are we doing, Jeffy? The last few dudes recruited in the NBA's first round are making just over $2 million a year. How can we be paying amateur student athletes at mid-level schools that won't make D-League roster almost this much? How?
Because they're worth it at this level.
And that's what's market level at this market value at this level. That's kind of what it comes down to. You're right. What's a really good college player worth at this level? Because those guys you're talking about, well, I almost said they leave early, but now they don't anymore, right? That's why you see the seniors staying. I want to make $4 million or $2 million. I mean, kind of an easy answer, I think. So, all right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. When we come back, there was this, it's competition, but not sports, but stay with us on this one, because I think you're going to be impressed with our next guest. She was part of a team at New Mexico State that finished second place in this national ethics case competition. It was in Washington, D.C. Some of the brightest minds in universities, in American universities were there. And what they win, how they did it, and what it means for New Mexico. We'll do that when we get back. Fellas, how you feeling? And I know I ask you that every day. I ask you because I care. But if you're fatigued, if you don't feel like yourself, here's what you don't do. Don't just assume it's going to go away with a good night's sleep, because it hasn't yet, has it? Don't assume that it just comes with age and you can't do anything. It could be your hormones. Vita Vital Medical in Albuquerque is the place that actually checks your hormones, can make you feel better. It's real lab work, real medical professionals, real solutions for men, solutions like testosterone optimization, weight loss, and performance peptides. It works all around the globe. Men have used what they do here, and they feel better. They're living better. They feel like themselves. Right now, Vita Vital Medical is offering your exam and blood work, your initial exam and blood work, for just $79. $79, fellas, to figure out what's going on with you and to get on a path to feeling better. Take advantage of this. The number is 505-537-8484. 505-537-8484. They're online at VitaVitalMedical.com. VID is in David A. VIT is in Thomas A.L. VitaVitalMedical.com.
Lobo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years.
Morning. Good morning, Macy. How you doing?
Hi, Jess. I'm doing well. How are you?
Life's grooving. Thank you. Congratulations to you and to Jacob and to Natalia and Noah. This is a tremendous accomplishment, and I know you guys worked really, really hard, and
Yes.
you should be pretty proud of this.
We did. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, and we appreciate not just the recognition, but you taking an interest and bringing attention to this amazing accomplishment for not only us, but NMSU as a whole and Southern New Mexico.
Macy, explain what it was briefly. It's an ethics competition, but you were presented a situation, right? You were given in the final round, and you had to advance. It was the Texas A&M. Then you went back to D.C. Yes. There were 5 finalists in teams in D.C. And so basically, you were sequestered in a room. I don't know how young people do it anymore. What did you do without your phones, without your computers, without watches? Like, what do you do, right? But you had to solve a problem. So go ahead and explain how this worked.
Yes, so we advanced through rounds 1 and 2, and then round 3 was hosted last Friday morning in DC. So we made it past that round as well. And then the final round, round 4, we were given a prompt on a rolling basis with all 5 teams, and we had exactly 2 hours to deliberate about the prompts with our team, come up with our idea and recommendation, and then figure out how we were going to present this to judges. The prompt